Let's take a look at the chart action for Ethereum. Okay, so here's what I've been looking at on the Ethereum chart. I've been basically watching the resistances. We have resistance, 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 and resistance. So I was watching these three trend lines right here, and right here. We actually, in my last video, we broke the first trend line going to the upside, and I was saying if we could break this little resistance that we had right here, then we could get more confident on hitting this trend line going to the upside. So what I'm thinking right now is it looks like we're coming into contact with that second trend line, and I'm very curious, are we going to be able to break through it, or are we going to get rejected and start heading down and maybe come back down to these lower levels, this support right here sitting around 2,520 approximately. The other thing I'm watching, we're on the 4-hour time frame. You can maybe even look at this on the 1-hour time frame, but we have this uptrend going like this. I'm watching this support, support, and support. Let's go ahead and set up a trend line. We have a trend, maybe something like this. So as long as we're above this trend line, maybe we can look for it as support. Maybe we could break through it going to the upside. If we break this trend line going to the downside, like I said, we might be looking at the previous bottom or the previous support sitting around 2,520 approximately. I think if we break to the upside though, then we could start looking at that third downtrend right here, maybe sitting around 3,074. It just depends how fast or slow we go. If we go slow, it could go something like this. If we go fast, it could go something like that. So it really just depends on how fast or slow we go. The other thing I'm kind of thinking is if we break this trend line, right here going to the upside, the other spot that I might be looking at is this little resistance we have right here. Let's go ahead and do a horizontal red line at this previous resistance right here. So let's do that. Do a horizontal line, maybe something like this. This level is sitting around 3,024. So in general, I think if we continue to trend up and break this trend line, the next spot that I'll be looking at is around 3,024. And then if we could break that, maybe we could break this trend line and start heading to the next previous resistances. Let's go ahead and copy and paste this red line and do it at the other previous resistances, because we have one right here, maybe even right here, and in this area over here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's copy and paste one, maybe right there, maybe right here, and right here. And these levels are sitting at around, the next one is sitting around 3,164. The one after that is 3,262. And then the one after that, 3,366. I think in general, if we switch back over to the daily time frame and take a look at it from this point of view, we have this resistance and this resistance. We have this trend line. I think if we break this third trend line going to the upside, I think that's going to be a bullish signal. But like I said, we'll be wanting to watch these horizontal red lines as well. Just my opinion, and this is what I'm looking at on the Ethereum chart. Let me know what you guys think though. If you guys liked the video, hit the thumbs up so I could see you in the next one.